Hey guys, welcome back to Daily Weekly Builds, and in today's video I'm going to be setting myself a challenge. So I've always wanted a Lego city. Now I did used to have, I've had what I would consider two proper Lego cities in my time. Back when I was a kid, at my previous houses I had proper layouts. I mean, nothing too big, but much bigger. Well, for a kid, obviously you think everything's bigger than what it really is, but they were fair sizes. But I don't have the space to do that anymore. So it's all about making a Lego city, which calling it a city is generous. It's more like a town or like a little district of a city, if anything. Because I've got a few sets, mostly vehicles, because Lego City tend to make more vehicles than actual buildings, but I want to make a little small diorama. I've only got one table to do it on, and it has to be something that can be moved in case I need to. So more of like a temporary or a semi-permanent installation. I thought that'd be quite nice. So, currently buried underneath all sorts of stuff, an old TV, some towels, an Amazon box and a keyboard, is the table where this Lego layout is going to be. Now, just for scale, that isn't a very big TV. This table isn't massive. It's 140 centimeters wide by 60 centimeters deep, so that doesn't give me very much real estate at all. So I probably won't be able to use things such as full base plates or road plates or things like that, so I might have to come up with a custom solution because there isn't a lot of room here, but it's all I've got to work with. Okay, so I've cleared off the table, and as you can see, it's a very boring brown colour. Or is it? Well, actually, this is just a piece of cardboard covering up the table. Underneath it is actually white. So let's take that off as well. So I've taken off the cardboard cover, and this is what we have. This is all the space we have to work with. It isn't a lot, but I'm sure we can make do with it. Even if it's just a small little, like I said, this isn't going to be a full-scale city. There's not going to be an airport or a beach or anything like that. It'd just be a kind of a small inner district of what you'd find in a larger Lego layout. So the main problem is going to be space, because base plates are pretty big and there's not a lot I can do. So these are just some base plates that I've temporarily laid out onto the table just so you can get a size of the scale and the space that I'm working with. So we've got half a base plate at the front in the foreground, we've got an old school road plate, and then a couple 32 by 32 green base plate as well. As you can see, these are pretty grubby. They've been in storage for a few years, several years actually, so I do need to clean them up, but these just take up too much space. Even if I bought the most recent actual base plates that Lego did for the roads, even if I used them, I'd only be able to have just a single road going down the middle, which for just a district, maybe I could have like a 1T junction here or something and going off that way and have a line going down here. It's possible, but as you can see, I don't have a lot of space for anything really. So I can so for example, if I had a modular building, I could have a row of modulars along the back for just a single street going across in front, and then maybe a little bit of green and some other smaller buildings on the opposite side. As you can see, there is a slight overhang, but that should be okay. Maybe I haven't decided. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's nothing terrible. So, it's not great. Not a lot of room I can work with. So now I'm thinking, okay, I won't use road base plates. I'll just have my own kind of custom length leave. So all the buildings, all the green spaces, everything else will be on base plates or plates, but the roads will just be on the tabletop surface. Now my only trouble with that is this table is white, and obviously we can't have white roads because that just doesn't make sense. So what can I do about that? But what I did buy is a sheet of this kind of dark grey vinyl wrap, which I could stick down to the top of the table. At the moment I've just rolled it out, and as you can see, obviously it needs to be flattened out and actually stuck down. As it's just laid out at the moment, it's probably going to curl back up, but I could put this down and then put base plates on top of this, so I can use this dark grey as the road. Obviously it doesn't look too dark grey at the moment due to the sunlight shining in from behind me, but It is a very dark grey. So I can maybe use that as road instead of using base plates or the new road plates. Because then that will save me some space by having custom size lengths. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably only going to have a single row of road anyway, or maybe kind of have, you know, something going this way and something going that way. I don't want to take up too much space for it because obviously the main focus is buildings. Although saying that, I do have more vehicles than I have buildings, so we'll just see how it goes out. We'll see how this all works out in the end. But I'd love to know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions, please do let me know in the comments, and I'll be back with another update real soon. But before I do go, guys, I just realised that maybe it might be easier to show you what I mean. So this is what I mean by using the dark grey as the road and having base plates for where base plates will be. I've also put on a few cars just to help it out. So as you can see, obviously I haven't stuck this down yet, but it is starting to curl back up. But if I don't use base plates for roads, then I can have my own custom sized roads. And as you can see, I've got two city scale, well, old city scale 4 wide vehicles there. One's from a Lego set and one is a custom build I made. But then I'd have a full base plate there and the full base plate over here. Obviously it does overhang slightly, but then I can still have probably even 6 wide vehicles fit through that gap as well, like some of my trucks, 6 wides. And then I can still have full scale buildings behind. But I'm also thinking about making buildings a little bit smaller just to save on space. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.